Hello everyone and welcome to Day Trader S&P 500. Today is December 5, 2023. It's a Tuesday. This is Dale Woodson, editor of Woodson Wave Report and the YouTube channel Day Trader S&P 500. As always, we want to get our YouTube people caught up with our paid newsletter subscribers. Okay, so we want to start with gold because this is pretty exciting stuff here. We'll go to a full screen on that if we can see all that. Okay, we're looking at a 5-wave up pattern going back to the year 2015, actually almost to the day, December 3rd. We have a 1 up here in parentheses, a 2 down, a 3 up here in parentheses, an A in red with a circle down, a B up with a circle, and a C down with a circle to complete wave 4. And we're looking for wave 5. We've had this target for quite some time. This trigger's been in, I don't know if it's 2022 or 2020, back here somewhere. Anyway, we had a target of 21.47 and it hit it within 21 cents at 21.46, and then it just reversed violently as it should, showing its respect to that Fibonacci target. Okay, and if you guys can see, I'll just zoom in here a little bit. This is a daily chart. You can see what that did on the day. It went up to let me get right on it there, bear with me, there it is. Anyway, that was a big it went down to, there's 2011 down there from 21.47. That is a very steep retracement. But while we're here, let's focus on these guys over here and get them more in line, okay, with what we're doing. Okay, so that's 5 waves up, which completes the larger degree wave 1, okay, which would be primary degree with a circle around it. So we should get a retrace of this 5-wave advance. You can see our targets there: 1726 and change, 1596 and change, 1466 and change, and the 786 is way down here at 1281. We moved to a short position against this high because we've been looking for this high for quite some time. Nice direct hit on a long-term target. We'll take it, and let's go to that report that we put out, the gold update, which was yesterday. Okay, there's the direct hit target, 2147. It was 2146.79 to be exact, and there's that chart there. Okay, gold achieved our long-standing target price at 21.47. There it is. Okay, showed us respect by reversing violently to the downside. That completes the 5-wave advance. There's our retracement target. And then we've been long for so long in gold, we moved to a short position for rating services that don't exist anymore. Anyway, we will resume a long position on gold with any move above that high, okay, the 2146.79. So we're short against that high. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to the US10yr here. See if I can find that. It's in here somewhere, right, guys? Okay, why can't I find it? I thought it was up here. Bear with me while I find it. I'll just type it in. Easier. US10yr. There we go. And I found it. It's over here. My apologies. Let me clean this up here. Okay. So we have, let me get all that out of the way and back this up this way. There we go. Okay, we had that direct hit on wave 1 up from the year 2020 low. That was 5 waves up to complete the larger wave 1. All right, then we had a decline right here, which ended on April 6th, and we got a 1 up, blue in parentheses, 2 down, 3 up in parentheses, 4 down in parentheses, 5 up to complete the larger wave 1. There was our trigger here. It got off a little bit, and there was our target. And there was a direct hit again. We had a direct hit here, a direct hit here. Here we are on wave 2 down. You can see our targets there. Let me see if I got that in there pretty good. Yeah, you can see we got a 4.346, which has just been surpassed. Okay, we got a 4.137 for the 50%. It's really close to that. You can see the red line there. And we've got one down here at the 3.928 for the, that's why it's off. We don't have the full screen. There we go. Okay, that's a little better. We'll put that's a little better. Now they're in order. Okay, and then there's the 618, 3.928, and the 3.631. Let me just make that a little bit better. There we go. Now they're in line. Okay, so we've had some direct hits up and down here on the US 10-year, but that's why that was off. We are looking for a move to one of these targets here. Ideally, it'd be that 50% right there in the area of the previous fourth wave of one lesser degree. That's between the 382. Well, it overlaps the 500 a little bit, but this low should be in soon. The thing is that this is one up and two down. Let's just do this for fun, okay? Let's get out of the full screen mode. Let's get into Fibonacci extension. I have not done this yet. I'm going to get this as close as I can. 3.253. There we go, and that's a 5.021. Got it. And this low is 163. That's within a hundredth of a point. So our near-term target there, and these have changed from lows over there, is a 5 point. That's way up there for 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 up here gains equality with 1 at 5.933. And the 1272 is 6.414, and the 1.414 is 6.665. And the 1618, there's our number again, 2.555. That's at 2 different degrees of trend. That's the blue with a circle, or primary degree, and the cycle degree, which is that capital 3, if you will, or large caps, okay? That's where we're going, folks. We got to get rid of this 2 first, and that's based on it getting right here, making that low right there. These are old notes. I'm trying to get them off of the screen because they're not valid anymore, okay? So it'd be interesting to see this 2 down, and then here we go off to the races in wave 3. That ought to really freak out the markets, huh? Okay, let's move on. Let's look at the S&P cash, the weekly. We've seen this before, but again, that's the all-time high. There's A down, there's B up. Symmetry as far as everything goes, including time, within a day of exactness, if you will. And then we've got 5 waves down here with a leading diagonal. No coincidence, that lasted a Fibonacci 13 weeks. And as of last week, this wave 2 up lasted 5 weeks. And so far, it is held below that B wave high of 46.07. This high is 45.99. It could go higher, and if it does, it just means that B wave made a higher high. That's all. And unless it takes out that 48.18. Okay, so that's the daily there. We want to get on the ES, the E-mini futures. A lot going on there. We're looking at a daily chart. There's the B wave high, 5 waves down, leading diagonal, hit right next to our target. I don't think I have that listed there. We had an upside trigger, gave us 425 point gain to the target. We got triggers and targets, okay? We're going to have another trigger here soon, I believe. By the way, this is either 2. Okay, this is 1 down. This is either 2 or just A of 2. Okay, so it looks like it's breaking down into a 5 wave structure, which would be 5 up, 3 down, 5 up. But we got to watch that play out, okay? At least we should get a retracement of this rise. And here's our retracement targets from this October 27 low to the December 1st high, which is that 46.07. Didn't take out that 46.33. Anyway, targets here are 44.22. This is in the E-mini futures daily chart. We got a 46.35 for the 50% and a 43.07.75 for the 618. So we'll see how that plays out. But to see how it plays out, we'll look at a shorter term. Here's that 12-1 high. Here's a shorter term, and it's a 10-minute. Now, there's a lot going on here. We have 3 different counts here. Okay, we got a primary in black, an alternate in blue, and then an expanded flat count in red. Let's do them in that order. The one in black shows this 12-1 high, December 1st high, 46.07. We've got a 1 down, a 2 up, a 3 down, and a 4 up. Okay, it just eclipsed above that wave 1 low, so if it's to remain valid, it would have to be a leading diagonal. Okay, I like some of the other counts better actually. The alternate count in blue calls this is 1 down, a completed 5-wave pattern for 1, and this is 2 up. And you can see I like that pattern better because I have those Fibonacci retracements on there for the blue alternate count. And I'll just read them from the 382 and the 50% have already been hit. And the 618 is 45.87, and that high is 45.87. By the way, this is a little after 8 p.m. Eastern. This is live, so it like kind of just hit it, if you will. How nice is that? Let me make this update live here and change that to 45.87. Okay, and that's as long as it holds, that's a direct hit there. Okay, so bear with me here. I want to do this for my own notes for the next time we come here. Okay, we're going to put that as we always do in red, and direct hit. It is until it isn't, right? Okay, we'll put that there. All right, so that counts. I like that count a lot better, the one in blue. We have the expanded flat count, okay, and this one makes a lot of sense too. An expanded flat is you get an A wave down, then you get a B wave up that goes above the start of wave A, which is right here, 45.97. Then you get a C wave down to a lower low. Okay, generally the expanded flats, let me make this full screen again so it makes sense. There we go. Okay, let's do that. There we go. Put that down there and down there. So we get the A down, the B up to above the start of wave A. In this case, a C down below the start of wave A. And that would be the 45, 41 and a quarter is the 1.272 multiple, and 45.34 is the 1.414 multiple of the expanded flat. So we've got 3 here, A down, B up, higher high, C down, lower low. That would be 4, and then we get a 5 up above this 46.07. Okay, again, this is 2, or A of 2 in the primary count, and the alternate count has 1 and 2 up, and then the expanded flat count has the ABC, and that would be the bottom of 4, 1 more wave up, and 5. So we'll see how that plays out. Okay, let me get out of that and go to our market close from today. There it is. I think I got all that wrapped up here. Okay, it might be easier to see on the charts here. Here's why I added the expanded flat scenario to the already primary and alternate counts, and you can see everything in color codes there: black primary, blue alternate, red expanded flat. Again, I like that alternate count a lot better. That allows that 2 to even go higher, but not above the 46.0775. We want all of our customers to be prepared for every possible scenario, so we wanted to illustrate the expanded flat count. As long-time subscribers know, I don't ever have an expanded flat as a primary wave count, because most of the time it doesn't work out. Ends up being a series of 1s and 2s, but we got to recognize it. It's there. It's a 3-3-5 pattern, and this is a 3 waves down and a 3 waves up, and all we need is the 5th wave down to make it a perfect 3-3-5 expanded flat. So it's out there. It's a viable count. Okay, so we explain all that there. There's the primary wave count with all that. By the way, that primary counts, I'm glad I went to that, is an ABC. Okay, for wave 4 up here, A up, B down, C up for 4. But 4s are long and sideways, and they can take on any kind of like triangle, expanding triangle, contracting triangle, ascending, descending triangle. So it could end up being A up, B down, C up, D down, E up for 4, and then 5. So gotta watch those 4s. They're long and sideways by nature, and you don't want to get stuck in them trading for sure. Okay, so that's what we had there for that typically long and sideways affair. Okay, once 4 up is done, 5 down will go below the wave 3 low. Can't calculate the actual price targets yet because we don't know that wave 4 up is complete. There's the alternate count in blue. Okay, there's those targets there. I don't have them on the, yeah, those are the ones I have on the chart. I'm mistaken. Okay, that's the 45.96 and a quarter for the 786. Okay, I like that so much I put that on there. It says alternate count, but honestly, it's probably in my mind the primary wave count. Okay, so that's where we are with that. And then the expanded flat count, like I showed you, is a 3, 3, 5, A, B, C, down, up, down affair. Okay, wave A up, wave A down is complete, B up is complete. There's the wave C targets. Okay, with the 1272 and the 1414, and that'll complete wave 4 down to be followed by wave 5 up. Okay, so we'll leave you guys with this chart here because it pretty much has everything on it. I don't think I left anything out. We'll see what happens over the next. There's a lot of different possibilities here. A lot of things are in play in the very short term. This is a 10-minute. Okay, but we'll see which one of these plays out. I'm leaning toward the blue count. Okay, I won't even call it an alternate count. But here's, oh, and I put this in the notes. If this thing goes down to one of these targets and then rebounds up, then that tells you, hey, the expanded flat's playing out. Okay, if it goes down and through these targets, then you've got probably a 5-wave decline on your hands to the downside. Okay, again, 5 only has to go below the wave 3 low. All right, we'll see how that all plays out, guys. And next few days should be exciting. So until next time, take care, everyone.